They say Gen Z is weak, that we're lazy, we don't want to work. But maybe, just maybe, we're not lazy. Maybe we're just done playing a game that the system has fed us all along. We were born into debt before we even were born. We were born into debt before we were even born. If that makes sense. Colleges, their prices are like beyond what we can even afford. Rent is double, food is double, gas is double, everything is double. And we get paid jack shit. They stayed, the boomers stayed stuck in the past. They tell us, just work harder, you'll make it. No. The truth is, that vision of that dream is dead. It's no longer. That dream, you can't do that nowadays. You can't call an entire generation lazy when we've watched our parents work themselves to death just to survive, not to live. We learned from their exhaustion. We saw the burnout. We heard the fake smiles at the dinner table. Like, when your mom and dad are like, oh, my days was great, I went to the fucking office. Were you happy at the fucking office? Maybe you were happy knowing that you can put food on the table and pay the bills. That will probably make you happy. But other than that, you're not happy. They say, they probably said, I'm fine, just tired. That's not what I want. Gen Z isn't lazy, we're awake. We realize that life is about more than working until retirement. Because some people don't even make it that far. Like, some people die way before retirement. Even if you do make it, you spent your best years at a desk, at a job that doesn't feed you, that doesn't care about you. Retirement, for a lot of people, it's an illusion. You work your whole life for someday, and someday never comes. It never comes. Or it comes when your body is too tired to enjoy retirement. Gen Z looked at that and said, no, there has to be more to life than this bullshit. We're not angry or confused. We're not angry because we hate work. We're angry because we saw through the lies. They told us to work hard and you'll succeed. But it doesn't work like that anymore. They told us loyalty to a company pays off, but it doesn't. There has been so many times where a company will just fire you because you couldn't make it to work because you were sick that day. Or you had cancer or something like that. You can't control your health. You can't buy that off, you can't pay that off. They told us to buy a house, start a family, save for a future that keeps running away. And we realize none of it adds up. Now, I'm a big believer in family. I believe you should start a family and have kids as soon as possible. But you can't do that nowadays as soon as possible because we can't pay rent, bills, food, gas. We can't pay it with jobs. We can't. So when Gen Z questions the system, when we push back, when we say this is broken, it's not disrespect. It's the actual truth. We're not lazy for wanting more. We're human. We're demanding more better solutions. we're processing pain differently. We don't bottle it up, we talk about it, which sometimes it makes us weak depending how you talk about it. We don't pretend mental health doesn't matter. We confront it head on. We really do. That's not weakness. That's not. Gen Z isn't anti-work. We're anti-pointless work. We want meaning, balance. We want to build something that actually matters in life. We're not going after status or anything like that. We are going after peace. We don't want to climb a corporate ladder that leads to nowhere. Okay, we want to build our own purpose, creativity, our own world. We want to build something meaningful. And that scares people who only knew one system: work, retire, die. We're not lazy for rejecting that ideal mindset. We're brave enough to rewrite that mindset, to rewrite the system. And let's be real, for a lot of us, our hope still comes from something higher. Because deep down, we know we weren't made just to grind and decay. We were made for purpose. God didn't create us to wake up, hate life, and call it success. He created us to love, to create, to serve, and to make a difference. So when we step away from jobs that kill our joy, we're not quitting, we're obeying. We're obeying God. We're choosing to live the life He designed us to live. Work matters, but not at the cost of our soul. Yeah, my generation, Gen Z, is angry, but we're not complaining, we're building. You might see it as complaining, but behind the scenes of us fighting you, we're building. We're starting businesses, creating art, music, content, and movements that actually change the world. We know social media. We were born when social media was first coming alive. I was born in 2006. So social media was coming alive. It was building. And we got to experience how it first came along. We're tired of being told to wait for permission. We're giving ourselves permission right now. We are not waiting for anyone to validate us and give us permission. And that's power. So no, my generation isn't lazy. We're awake. We're aware. We're done pretending that just getting by is the same as living. We're not afraid to speak the truth. We're not afraid to break circles. We're not afraid to start over. And if that makes us different, good. I don't want to be the same. I don't want to be like you. Because the next generation isn't here to fit in. We're here to rebuild, to rise, to live the life that God intended us to live. Not the one that the system told us to live. We're not lazy. We're awake. We're not weak. We're wide-eyed. And we're not done yet.